So, but with that being said, let's jump into the East real quick. The final 5. So right now, there's 5 teams vying for that last wild card spot, and they're within 5 points of each other. And with 16 games remaining, as I've said a couple of times, this is going to get tight. This is the best part of the hockey right now.
God,
so right now, you got
it.
Detroit, believe it or not, Washington, Buffalo, the New Jersey Devils, and Pittsburgh. Literally, Pittsburgh's the furthest away with 5 points. All these teams are within 3 and 2 points respectively. Who makes it for that final wild card? And the Islanders are technically the wild card too right now.
Yeah. Oh man, that's interesting. I want to see Detroit.
Yeah.
Just because I like the makeup of the team and how they've been coming up.
With me.
I want to see, but oh man, I don't see Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's too inconsistent.
Yeah.
Right. Pittsburgh and Washington, they're the team. If they get in the playoffs, be careful because then the veteran play comes in. But I think I got to go with Detroit.
You took mine. I was gonna say Buffalo, and you'll hear why in a second. But in all honesty, it's Detroit. I agree with you. I'd love to see Detroit. It's time. Hockey Town needs to come back to the playoffs.
I was thinking about it the other day. They happened to be on TV. I was watching the game, and it's amazing. You go through eras of sports.
Yeah.
The Detroit Red Wings under the Zetterberg, Lidstrom, Datsuk regime was a staple beyond staples. Even just a touch before that with Yzerman, Chilios, like the 90s into the 2000s. 20 years, the Red Wings, like they're in the playoffs.
Yes.
This is a team to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
And they haven't been relevant in, 6-7 years, let's say.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. We forget that.
I know.
Like a fan growing up now is like, oh, well, yeah, man, when I grew up, the Red Wings sucked.
I was going to wear my Red Wing hat today, but I decided not to.
You know what? It would have been a nice touch.
You think?
It would have been.
It nice.
You know what is a nice touch?
What's that?
If you're just tuning in to the sports show right here on the CJSW 90.9 FM.
Let's go. It's the Sports Show Power Ranking time brought to you by Sinatra's. Call 403-455-4222. It's the pizza, the flop. You know, the New York style? Call it. 15% off if you call again. It's 403-455-4222. At number 5, it's the Buffalo Sabres. They're on a 5-game heater, and they literally have put themselves in playoff contention. I don't know. Maybe. Buffalo's not a bad team either.
They're good on paper.
They look good
on paper.
They look good on paper. At number 4, it's the Edmonton Oilers. This team is striding, but like I said earlier, it's your last chance. That's all I'm saying. At number 3, it's the Carolina Hurricanes. Listen, when you go get a Gensel and a Kuzmentsov, this team may be boring. Like, it maybe not the exciting, flashy, but this team, if they hit stride, Dimitri.
They've never been like that.
Never. That's a thing. Can they handle it?
They got the best looking coach in hockey.
He's a looker. At number 2, it's Colorado. This team is now leading the Central. They're also catching stride. McKinnon's on fire, leading the league in scoring. And at number 1, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nashville Predators. Why? Listen, this team was saying we're rebuilding. And they're wild card number 1 by a nice margin. Yeah. Get ready. Whoever takes them on in the first round, I think you got a little bit of a problem in the catfish country. We're off to the NFL. It was free agency time, and let me tell you, this is my favorite time of the year for the NFL, Dimitri, because every team changes. Yeah. There's no rules, by the way. I don't care if you just signed a 10-year contract. They'll fire you tomorrow in the NFL. They don't give a crap. They don't care.
It's crazy to me. The NFL free agency is like a job fair where all the teams have they've rented out convention space. They all have a booth, and it's like every player walks. Hey, what do you got? What are you doing? Yeah, you got room? Yeah, it happens in no other sport.
Right.
The crossing of the floors, no, I'm out. You're in. You go.
Yeah, you come over here.
Like you read the report, it's like goes here. It's not traded for a second and a third. Conditional pick here. No, it's he's here. He goes there. Signed $140 million.
It's so great.
There.
Have you noticed how they always say this is how much is guaranteed, which is what they really are going for now. They need that upfront money because the back end, you may not get it. That's what we're trying to get at. It's like you can sign for $100 million. Doesn't mean anything.
I don't mind the guarantee, especially in the NFL.
Oh, I love it.
Because the thing, realistically, you are so close to career-ending injury in the NFL amongst all the sports. You got to have that guarantee.
Listen, we'll talk again about this more in depth next week because we don't have all the time in the world. But Kirk Cousins to Atlanta. Like it? Don't like it.
Okay, Kirk Cousins.
She don't know the difference between this and them. Now you about to win this. Where freedom is so now.
W was Saved by the Bell by The Sports Show, playing every week. Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Sports Show TV, at Sports Show Podcast. Amy, do it. At Sports Show Podcast.
I'll be locked in.